Okay, it's Steve from Metal and Wood Channel. I'm in China, and I'm on a high-speed rail. I'm doing about 152 miles an hour if it's cruising full speed. I've been in China, I think, 38 days or something like that. I'll be in China a little while longer. Everywhere you look, they've got food plots or ponds. Look at that cool neighborhood over there. So, mostly I've spent time in the big cities, haven't spent time in too many small rural areas like what you see here. But China is not like I really ever imagined. I mean, I kind of started thinking China was going to be different than what a lot of people think. It's really clean. It's safe. People aren't out robbing people or doing home invasions or dealing drugs on the side of the road. Yeah, there's that whole issue with the government stuff and, whatnot. But it's just different than I thought. The food is amazing. Even the stuff that's probably unusual to eat tastes pretty good, more or less, I guess. I wish there wasn't bushes right here blocking your view. There goes another train right there, another high-speed rail train. But I've been to Shanghai, Guangzhou, Linyi, Yongkong, Hangzhou, Suzhou, Yiwu. I'm kind of doing circles all around China, trying to get things done, projects working, things like that. It's kind of like in the hopes of building a business. Maybe I'm laying the foundation for maybe having a business. Again, we got more blockage, so you can't see. There we go. But look at all these little ponds. Are they growing crawfish? I had some crawfish for dinner the other day. It's different than what I get in Louisiana. I mean, it's the same. Seems like it's the same species. Seems identical, but the casing was very much the chitinous shell of the crawfish was very thick and hard to peel. The vein wasn't brown, where the excrement comes out. It was a lighter brown. It wasn't a dark brownish black. So I think they're fed from a farm or something like that. But they eat everything here. They eat a lot of fish. So I'm sure all those ponds are fish or what have you. But it's like everywhere there's extra land in China, they're growing something. And look how clean it is. I mean, there's no junkyards. There's no trash on the roads. Everybody seems happy. People are pretty nice. Yeah, they cut in line on you sometimes and act a fool, trying to get on it. They don't let you get off the elevator. They want to get on the elevator first, even though you're needing to get off at the same damn time. It's kind of funny. But not everybody's like that. Some people are very helpful. I've had a lot of people that speak English come up to me, how you doing? Do you need any help? And overall, I've had an amazing time. I've been real sick the last few days, so I haven't posted anything, and my data is always difficult. Sometimes I'm in a hotel that I can't get reception through the walls. Other people can, but somehow my data with what I've got going on doesn't seem to work right. I can never use Wi-Fi. It just doesn't connect. I guess I got a VPN, and VPNs are kind of squirrely in China. So that's a congested area over there. I don't know what town that is. Unique apartment buildings or condos or whatever those are. Oh, look at all those buildings. That's cool. I wonder where we're at. Outside of Shanghai somewhere. Caught the train in Shanghai and heading to a city that I've already been to, actually. But there was a guy that I've been contacted for about 3 or 4 years, and he had moved to this city, and I hadn't had contact with him. And while I'm here, he just sent me a message, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm in China now. And I'm like, where are you? And he told me where he's at. And I'm like, oh, I was already there. He's like, well, come again. I'm like, okay, I'll come again. So I'm going back to that city. And what it was earlier this week, those guys took me to that nightclub. I put the videos on my channel. The guys took me to the nightclub, and I was out super late, and I had a couple nights before that I didn't sleep very well. I guess my immune system took a crash, and I got a pretty bad cold. It started with a sore throat. I got the tea tree oil, and I used the Q-tips, and I knocked out the sore throat. Of course, it makes you want to gag and vomit, but that tea tree oil seems to kill that sore throat immediately. And then the next day, of course, the sinuses and the headache and the drippy nose and whatnot. Finally, I think I'm on about day 4. I got my energy back, and I just got a little sinus thickness in the sinus and some cough, but I got my energy back, and my headache's not really much of anything anymore. So I'm your update in China from China, and I hope you enjoyed the scenery. I wish it was more or less bushes and less blockage, but I think you get an idea of what's what. And I hope you pay attention to the travel in China. This channel was all about metal and wood tools, then it was about these Chinese chainsaws, and it was about this scam with these guys stealing these Noker chainsaws. And that's going to come to light again. There's some stuff brewing. There's a guy that's facing a felony fraud theft trial on the stolen Noker chainsaws, when of course I got to be there. If I'm not there, they're going to issue a bench warrant for my arrest. So the guy's got trial, and I'm the witness because I'm also the victim. And the guy stole the chainsaws from fraud. He was supposed to just do a port job, and we were working stuff out, and he was eventually going to get one, but he ended up taking both of them and telling me he threw them away. He sent both of them to Indiana. I got the serial numbers proved on that from the videos. Everybody thought I was crazy, everybody thought I was lying, but as it turns out, my craziness is not the craziness involved with this situation. And you hear that Chinese in the background announcing the next stop. But anyway, so that trial's coming up in July 2024, and we're getting to our first stop here from Shanghai. And that's what China looks like. See more ponds over there for growing some kind of fish, or some kind of aquaculture, and then some kind of the streams are clean. They don't seem to pollute their streams very much. They seem to have, even in downtown of big cities, their rivers are very clear and don't seem to be polluted. And these waters don't seem to be that polluted either. People are, maybe a little bit, but there's a lot of rules and regulations. You can't have certain industries in certain regions of certain cities. It's like, for example, chrome plating. They're like, no, we can't do chrome plating here. You got to truck it off hours away, and you can only do chrome plating over in that area. Stuff like that. So it's really, China seems to really kind of control their pollution issues. And last year I knew they shut off all their electricity to their factories like 30% of the time. So it's like factories had to do, because they were cutting down on carbon emissions. As much as I praise China, there's people out there criticizing me for being favorable. I'm just impressed. It is what it is. Do I want to live here? Not necessarily, but there are things here that are nicer than what I'm familiar with in the United States. There's no heroin being dealt with on the side of the streets. Nobody's sleeping on the sidewalk. Coming up to your car, demanding you give them, $1 or something, or whatever, and you don't have to worry about being robbed and mugged or a home invasion. That's real stuff in the United States. Baton Rouge, where I live, is the murder capital of the frickin' free world. And, you don't have to worry about any of that over here. Not at all. It's crazy. Nothing to worry about over here as far as safety from other people. They're just not in the mindset of causing anybody any trouble. Pretty amazing. Here's another high-speed train real quick. Looks like a little park or something. Riverside Park, walkway or something. That's what it is. I'll close out. Sorry for rambling too much. If you like it, thumbs up it, and check out the other travel in China. Take care. Bye.